Hello guys. Welcome to Filmatic Recap. Today's movie recap will be in drama, horror, and action film from 2016. Called Train to Busan. Warning. There are spoilers ahead. As a zombie virus spreads in South Korea, passengers on the train from Seoul to Busan must fight for survival. Will they be able to make it? Join us in our recap today to find out what happens. A truck is driving towards a toll booth that is currently being cleaned by workers in protective suits. The truck driver, feeling delayed, complains about the situation. The workers explain that they are sanitizing the area due to a minor leak at a nearby nuclear plant. The driver, while passing through, gets distracted by his ringing phone and unintentionally hits a deer. After checking the situation, he continues driving. Surprisingly, the deer, despite the accident, stands up and reveals that it is infected. In Seoul, Sok-woo is a busy fund manager with little time for his daughter Suin and is dealing with his divorce too. After a hectic day at work and accidentally buying the same birthday gift for Suin as last year, she expresses her desire to visit her mother in Busan. Initially hesitant due to work commitments, Sok-woo's mother persuades him by showing a video of Suin singing Aloha Oe at a school recital, which he missed due to work. Overcome with guilt, Sok-woo decides to book the next morning's KTX train to Busan. Early in the morning, Sok-woo drives Suin to the station and is startled by a swarm of ambulances and police cars. Wondering about the commotion, Suin catches a burning ember, drawing Sok-woo's attention to a distant fire. Though he senses something amiss, he proceeds to the station. On the train, they join other passengers, including Sang-hwa and his pregnant wife Sung-kyung, a high school baseball team, wealthy yet self-centered CEO Yeon-suk, elderly sisters In-gil and Jong-gil, and a homeless man who appears to be aware of the zombie situation. As the train gets ready to depart, a young woman with a severe bite wound on her leg stumbles on board, experiencing spasms. The station manager signals the train to leave but notices people outside screaming at something unseen. Suin witnesses the manager being attacked by a rabid person, alarming her. Frightened, she heads to the bathroom. In the lower compartments, an attendant encounters the infected woman and attempts to revive her, only for the woman to transform and attack the attendant. Both turn into zombies and proceed to attack the baseball team, causing chaos and turning most of them into zombies. Only 4 students escape. The zombies move towards the upper compartments, while Suin unknowingly heads to the lower ones in search of the bathroom. Sok-woo wakes up, realizing Suin is missing, and receives a call about violent riots in Korea. Panicked passengers from the lower compartments rush past him, screaming. Concerned for Suin's safety, Sok-woo runs in the opposite direction and finds her facing an oncoming zombie horde. He grabs her, and they are chased by the zombies. Sok-woo manages to reach his compartment and tries to barricade it, unintentionally almost locking out Sang-hwa and Sung-kyung. The survivors struggle to secure the door, discovering that zombies cannot open it. They simply charge when they see humans. Sung-kyung uses water and newspapers to cover the windows, fooling the zombies into thinking no one is inside. The conductor reassures the survivors through the intercom, explaining that the train will stop at Daegu Station instead of going to Busan, as the military is reportedly dispatched there. Yeon-suk contacts his company friends to get information about the situation in Daegu. Sok-woo overhears and deduces that arriving passengers in Daegu will be forcibly quarantined. He makes a private call to a coworker, convincing him to pick up him and Suin separately to avoid quarantine. The train arrives at the deserted Daegu station, and Sok-woo takes Suin towards the east exit for their pickup, while others head to the main exit. The homeless man follows Sok-woo, having overheard his call. In a hallway, they encounter a soldier in the distance. Relieved, Sok-woo instructs Suin to stay put and rushes toward the soldier for help, only to find him injured. The soldier pleads for assistance before a horde of infected soldiers appears, overwhelming and consuming him. The remaining survivors exit through the main gate, discovering that the soldiers there are infected, and the military deployment has failed. Chaos ensues as passengers are attacked and infected. Sok-woo, still inside the station, directs Suin to run. She encounters Sung-kyung and Sang-hwa, who are heading back to the train with others. Sung-kyung takes Suin to the platform, while Sang-hwa, Sok-woo, Yong-guk, and 2 baseball players fight off the horde. After locking the exit, they rush to the train. Yong-guk's friends are attacked and infected on the platform. Jin-hee, Yeon-suk, and a few others manage to board the train. Sung-kyung and Suin are also boarding when a glass bridge above shatters, causing zombies to fall onto the platform. In the chaos, In-gil and Jong-gil get separated, and Jong-gil is dragged into Jin-hee's compartment. Watching In-gil, Sung-kyung, and Suin run in the opposite direction. Sung-kyung, Suin, In-gil, and the homeless man secure themselves in a bathroom in one of the lower compartments, while Yong-guk, Sok-woo, and Sang-hwa manage to reach a safe compartment. Sang-hwa calls his wife, discovering she's trapped in another bathroom with a few others. Determined not to abandon them, the trio fights through the lower compartments to rescue them, realizing the zombies are blind in the dark and react to sound. Taking advantage of this, they rescue the trapped survivors and head towards the first compartment where Yeon-suk, Jin-hee, Jong-gil, and the manager are. Yong-guk informs Jin-hee via text, but the others in the compartment decide to lock the door, refusing to let them in. Desperate to break in, Yong-guk tries to force the door open, while Sok-woo and Sang-hwa fend off zombies on the other side. Realizing time is running out, Sang-hwa sacrifices himself to distract the zombies, urging Sok-woo to take care of his wife. Tearfully, Sok-woo lets go of the door, pulling Suin and Sung-kyung towards the barricaded entrance. Sang-hwa manages to share the name he chose for their unborn son before being turned into a zombie. The locked door is eventually broken down, and the survivors enter the compartment, closing a second door inside for safety. Unfortunately, In-gil is unable to make it in time and is killed. Angered by the unnecessary death, Sok-woo confronts Yeon-suk, who lies and claims that Sok-woo's group is infected. Fearing the supposed infection, the initial group forces Sok-woo and the new arrivals into the hallway between their compartment and the conductor's compartment. They use neckties and shirts to secure the door, preventing them from re-entering. Jong-gil, mourning her sister's death, notices In-gil among the zombies outside. Overwhelmed with anger and defeat, she opens the door, allowing the zombies to flood the safe compartment. Helpless, the survivors in the hallway watch as the others inside are devoured in a tragic turn of events. The conductor receives a radio message that Busan has successfully managed to fend off the zombie infection. However, as the train approaches a station before reaching Busan, it encounters debris on the tracks, cutting off its path. The conductor addresses the remaining survivors on the train through the speaker, explaining that he'll locate another train on a clear track to lead them to Busan. He wishes them luck, as they'll need to leave the train and navigate the zombie-filled tracks. Exiting the cockpit, he finds a safe route and successfully locates a cargo train. Starting it up, he begins moving along the track toward Busan, actively searching for survivors who may be on the tracks. Sok-woo and his group leave the train, unaware that Yeon-suk survived by hiding in the bathroom. Yeon-suk hears the conductor's message and fights his way out of the compartment, but zombies keep pursuing him. Meanwhile, Sok-woo's group heads to the cargo train. Suddenly, a burning freight car comes toward them, separating Jin-hee and Yong-guk from the rest when it crashes into a nearby train compartment, blocking their path. They enter the next train compartment to cross to the other side, not noticing Yeon-suk, chased by a zombie, following them. Yeon-suk enters the car and sacrifices Jin-hee to the zombies, while Yong-guk fights the zombies. Ignoring them, Yeon-suk opens the door, runs to the cargo train, and leaves Jin-hee and Yong-guk behind. As Jin-hee turns into a zombie and consumes Yong-guk, Yeon-suk, twisting his ankle on the tracks, is bitten by a pursuing zombie. The conductor tries to help, but Yeon-suk betrays him, leaving him to the zombies. Yeon-suk boards the train alone, ignoring the conductor's pleas for help. Meanwhile, the homeless man, Suin, Sok-woo, and Sung-kyung find themselves on the opposite side of the wreckage, trapped beneath a train infested with zombies. The train's windows are on the verge of collapsing. Sok-woo discovers an opening beneath the train and starts to crawl through, but a section of the train collapses, sealing the hole before the others can follow. The impact also breaks a window, and a small group of zombies spills out, approaching the trio. In a last-minute sacrifice, the homeless man diverts the zombies, giving Sok-woo enough time to clear the debris, allowing Sung-kyung and Suin to escape. They rush towards the cargo train and reach its outdoor platform. Sok-woo moves toward the cockpit but steps back upon seeing Yeon-suk in the conductor's seat, with milky eyes and infected. Initially closing the door, Sok-woo is surprised when Yeon-suk, now a zombie, opens it. The infection hasn't reached his brain. Yeon-suk approaches Sok-woo, pleading to be taken home to Busan, speaking like a child and sharing his address and mother's name. Sok-woo informs him of the infection, momentarily shocking Yeon-suk, who weeps. However, in a matter of seconds, Yeon-suk completes his transformation. Sok-woo grapples with the zombified Yeon-suk, teetering dangerously close to the edge of the compartment. On the other side of the platform, Suin screams, drawing Yeon-suk's attention as he tries to attack. Sok-woo steps in, sacrificing his hand, to throw Yeon-suk off the train. However, he becomes aware of his own injury. Aware that he will turn into a zombie soon, Sok-woo seats Suin and Sung-kyung in the cockpit, explaining how to use the brakes once they reach Busan station. Attempting to leave the car, Suin pleads with him to stay. She reveals that during her recital, she didn't finish singing Aloha Oe because she didn't see Sok-woo in the audience. She had saved the song for her father. The two share a tearful farewell, and Sok-woo briefly holds Suwon's small hands before pushing them away and locking himself out of the cockpit. Suin starts screaming and crying, pleading for him to return. As the infection takes hold, Sok-woo walks away, sobbing and gripping his bloody hand. Inside the cockpit, Suin cries for him, while Sung-kyung attempts to console her. Struggling against the spreading infection, Sok-woo reaches the back of the train. Reflecting on the happiest memories of cradling Suin as an infant and holding her small fingers and toes, similar to the moments in the cockpit, the infection fully consumes him. His eyes turn white, and dark veins appear as he succumbs to the transformation. Despite being fully transformed into a zombie, Sok-woo continues to think of Suin and smiles toward the sky. He then falls off the car and onto the tracks. The reason for his fall remains ambiguous, leaving it unclear whether it was a result of his body spasming or a deliberate act, possibly a form of self-sacrifice to ensure Suin and Sung-kyung's safety. The train car reaches the tunnel leading to Busan station, but debris blocks the track. Suin and Sung-kyung exit the car and start walking through the tunnel. Unaware that they are being observed by the Busan military on the other side, a sniper reports their approach to a superior. Given the darkness, the military cannot determine if they are infected or not and instructs the sniper to shoot them down. As the sniper is on the verge of pulling the trigger, Suin starts singing Aloha Oe mournfully, motivating Sung-kyung to continue walking toward the end of the tunnel. The soldiers, upon hearing the song, recognize that they are not infected and quickly rush to their assistance. And that's how the story ends. Hope you all enjoyed it. Kindly share your comments in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.